What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
The sorrowful tale of Hilton Pensacola Beach, Pensacola Beach, a place that promised tranquility and luxury but delivered only despair and disillusionment. As I step into this narrative, I'm reminded of the countless hours I've wasted on failed expectations, much like the 40 minutes Amanda and Ryan Castile spent searching for a parking spot, only to be told they couldn't park next door. The incompetence is staggering, don't you agree, dear listeners? I recall the moment I arrived, eager to indulge in a relaxing getaway, only to be slapped with a hefty bill and a room that reeked of mold. Laze Fisher's experience resonated deeply with me, the very same horror of discovering a door that wouldn't latch shut, leaving me vulnerable to the whims of fate. The sheer terror of being at the mercy of strangers, thanks to Hilton's lack of attention to detail, still sends shivers down my spine. But, alas, the nightmare didn't end there. Oh no, dear friends, the filament of disappointment only grew thicker. The bathroom, a sanctuary where one seeks solace, was instead a breeding ground for bacteria and filth, reminiscent of Venita Shackelford's gruesome encounter with the leaking fridge and mysterious black liquids. The stench of neglect and apathy hung heavy in the air, a constant reminder that Hilton Pensacola Beach, had abandoned all semblance of responsibility. And then, there was the check-in fiasco, an ordeal that would put even the most patient of souls to the test. Shelby Hall's 5 to 6 hour wait for a clean room is a stark testament to the hotel's egregious lack of organization and empathy. I mean, honestly, what kind of establishment leaves its guests languishing in limbo, their time and energy sapped by the inefficient machinery of a poorly managed hotel? It's a crying shame, don't you agree, dear listeners? But perhaps the most egregious offense was the blatant disregard for customer safety. Anna Bratch's harrowing experience, where two families were assigned the same room, and her granddaughter was left bathing in a room invaded by strangers, still haunts me. The very notion that Hilton Pensacola Beach, would so callously disregard the welfare of its patrons, reducing them to mere pawns in their game of incompetence, is nothing short of appalling. And let's not forget the breakfast debacle, where even the most basic of expectations were callously disregarded. The meal, a supposed respite from the chaos, was instead a desolate landscape of disappointment, a flavorless, uninspired affair that left one feeling like a beggar at the doorstep of a miserly giant. As I reflect on these experiences, I'm reminded of the wise words of my dear grandmother, who would often say, "A hotel is only as good as its staff, and its staff is only as good as its management." Hilton Pensacola Beach, has failed on both counts, demonstrating a catastrophic lack of leadership and a staggering absence of compassion. So, dear listeners, I ask you, have you, too, been victims of Hilton's criminal negligence? Have you, too, suffered at the hands of their ineptitude? Let us rise up, dear friends, and demand better. Let us shun this establishment, this bastion of despair, and instead seek out those who would treat us with the dignity and respect we so rightly deserve. And to Hilton Pensacola Beach, I say this: you should be ashamed. Ashamed of your incompetence, ashamed of your neglect, and ashamed of the countless dreams you shattered with your ineptitude. May this script serve as a beacon of warning to all who would dare entrust their hard-earned money and precious time to your whims. Now, dear listeners, I ask you, what's your take on this sorry saga? Share your thoughts, your experiences, and your outrage in the comments below. Together, let's create a chorus of discontent, a clarion call to action that will shake the very foundations of Hilton Pensacola Beach. Okay, so I was, looking into stuff near Hilton Pensacola Beach, you know, just 'cause. Well, just 'cause. And it's kinda depressing, honestly. It's like, you go on vacation to relax, but businesses around there, they're kinda tricky, sometimes. Like, stores near Hilton Pensacola Beach, a lot of them, they're always dealing with shoplifting. It's not huge stuff, usually, but it happens all the time. In a light surf shop downtown, they're losing, $400 to $500 a week just from people stealing clothes and surf gear. Can you believe that? Who steals surf gear? Anyway, I bet the shop had to raise prices a little, to cover the losses, which means everyone pays for those thieves. And those people getting caught, they're probably facing felony charges now with the new Florida laws, which is good, I guess, but still sad. Then there was this thing on Facebook Marketplace. People near Hilton Pensacola Beach, were advertising free porch furniture. Sounds nice, right? Except it was a scam. 2 women showed up, took the furniture, and then the actual owner was like, "Wait, what?" Turns out some creep posted a fake ad just to get people to steal stuff. I mean, seriously? What kind of person does that? The women, they probably felt so embarrassed turning themselves in, and the scammer? They probably deleted their account and are doing it somewhere else, laughing. It's awful, isn't it? I feel bad for those women. They just wanted a free chair. And, oh gosh, this one's bigger. 2 people from Pensacola, close to Hilton Pensacola Beach, Pensacola Beach, were accused of a multi-million-dollar fraud. Like, millions. They were doing some kind of wire fraud and money laundering scheme. I don't even understand how people do that stuff. They're probably gonna lose everything, right? Their freedom, their money. Everything. I imagine the people they scammed are still trying to get their lives back together. It's just depressing thinking about it. I just hope nobody planning a trip to Hilton Pensacola Beach, gets caught up in something like that. It feels like you can't trust anyone. The dark side of business is near Hilton Pensacola Beach. If you're staying at Hilton Pensacola Beach, dreaming of sunshine and smooth vacations, prepare for a reality check. The business is nearby? They're like a bad magic trick, promise wonder, deliver disappointment. Let's start with the Pensacola Beach Boardwalk. It's not a boardwalk. It's a parking lot with identity issues. Visitors describe it as chaotic, overcrowded, and occasionally a stage for public meltdowns. One guest watched police break up a fight while their family debated if they'd accidentally wandered into a reality show. Bathrooms? Locked early, because nothing says tourist-friendly like desperation and sand. Then there's Surf and Sand Hotel. The name suggests waves and relaxation. The reality? Stained sheets, broken beds, and a bathroom wall decorated with, let's just say, organic art. One couple paid over $500 for 2 nights and found their room hadn't been cleaned, just a layer of sand and a symphony of rattling AC units. The pool area? A smoking lounge with extra butts. Hungry? Flounders Chowder House might tempt you. But beware, this isn't just a restaurant. It's a wildlife exhibit. Rats in the dining room, roaches on the walls, and a site of discrimination if you're unlucky. One guest was accused of being illegal for showing a passport. The manager's response? A shrug and a bill for $120. Breakfast at Cafe Bistro is an adventure in patience and pancake physics. The pancakes are so thick, scientists might study them. The coffee? Liquid regret. One family waited an hour for food while a large group too arrived after them ate first. The excuse? It's her second day. The lesson? Hunger Games are real. Nightlife? Club Eden is where fun goes to die. The DJ plays favorites, the dancers might quit mid-song, and management's idea of customer service is telling you to leave. One visitor described it as incredibly boring, which, for a club, is like a zoo with no animals. Need surf gear? Inner Light Surf and Skate will sell you a board too small to float, then laugh when you struggle. Their customer service strategy? Hide from shoppers at closing time. And the wine bar on Palafox? More like the wait bar. Staff ignore you, mock your accent, and might serve you gluten with a side of indifference. One guest with celiac disease was assured her sandwich was safe, until a kitchen worker casually mentioned it wasn't. The bartender's solution? Want a box for your poison? Final thoughts. Businesses near Hilton Pensacola Beach share a theme: great locations, terrible execution. Dirty rooms, rude service, and creatures you didn't order. If you stay here, pack patience, and maybe a snack. Because in this paradise, the only thing guaranteed is disappointment. And if you find a good business, tell no one. It's probably a mirage.